Okay, so things have been added to a little bit. We've got a little bit of mossy and cracked stone brick. And the guys know where I'm recording, so I may get trolled slightly. This bit was kind of boring, so I've made it a little bit of a room and added some flames and things. Fall damage is wandering about there. There he is. Stuff is in here. What is he doing? I think he's... Oh, he's starving to death. Eat something, you idiot. But the beacon's keeping him alive. Yes, he's now the official postman of the server. He brought me a really interesting book, which I'm just going to have a quick look at to show you. Dear Miss Dash, I'm yet to receive any response from you. I assure you that it is a case of unprecedented importance in terms of archaeologic discoveries of this century. Yours truly, Dr. Mortuary. Now, I've got to admit, as names go, that's pretty ominous. I've already had a letter from this guy. He's interested in the enchanted diamond hole that I discovered. You might remember me finding an underground tomb and getting past all these dangerous traps and eventually being rewarded with this beautiful enchanted diamond hole. And this Dr. Mortuary guy, he says that it's a very important archaeological discovery and he really wants me to write back to him at the university. And, Ink, really? Really? Do you have to do that right now? Can I not have like 2 minutes instead of 1 minute? Anyway, we seem to have gained, we've got a pet zombie somewhere. I think he must be actually inside the mountain. So I am just going to ender pearl down here because this is what we want to look at next. Which is this tower. But if there's going to be a server restart, I'm just going to stick myself here. And then I will continue once the server's back up. Okay, so here we go. This was a rather oddly shaped hill, which is still largely there, and that is Ross beeping at me on Steam. I don't know whether to ignore her or whether to say, give me 2 minutes. I should probably tell her to give me 2 minutes. Which I will just do, and I'm not stopping the recording again because I'm going to be quick, honestly. This is unlike, wow, that is really not rendered in at all, is it? Like, as this example over here, clear blue sky. Right. The front tower of the fortress, it's kind of circular. It's not very circular because it's small, so there really wasn't enough shape. But, I think it's Fall Damage says this is more of an octagon, and I said shush. The one on this side follows the shape of the mountain and doesn't have... It's vaguely circular, but it's really... it's quite irregular. Good grief, is this ever actually going to... Hello? Top of the mountain, come on. A little bit more, come on. Maybe. Can we see like the bottom of the castle yet? No? Okay, right, you just keep doing that. So what I did with this was I left the general shape of this odd little thing, but it is as close as you can get in Minecraft to a circle on top. Let's have a quick look. It's pretty simple. Little staircase, sort of. You can see, same as with the castle itself, I'm keeping the stone, smooth stone, and replacing a little bit, so you get this feeling of it really being the hill itself being used. I probably want to do something with this floor, but it's not. At the moment I'm more interested in throwing some basic structures up quickly so I've got something to really look at. and get a feel for. This is this floor you can see is smaller. The standard for the keep itself is. Let me look out a window. There we go. Still can't see it. That was no use at all. Neither's that. You can just about see it. The standard for the keep itself, each floor is 4, so I can get the 2 high windows, which it's not quite like, but it's supposed to be vaguely reminiscent of the arrow slots you get in actual castles. However, I felt as if I wanted. This was already starting to look. 1 floor didn't look right, but I thought 2 was going to start to look a little top heavy. So I just took this down to 1 so you could. And it gives it a little bit more variety, so it doesn't look quite so uniform from the bottom. Well, there we go. That took long enough. You can see up there how the battlements overhang slightly. I decided to do the same with this. I did it going straight into the battlements first, and it just didn't really work. And you can see how that gives that rather a nicer silhouette than if it went straight up. There's nothing terribly complicated. Oh wait, I should stay up here because my next thing that I'm going to have a go at is this little floating bit here. Now, I don't really have a plan for it. I don't intend to push up a staircase or anything like that. I'd like to put some structure up here, I reckon. And leave some kind of a platform so that you can ender pearl up and out. I probably want it to have some kind of towery type feature. But once I get up there, I'm going to have to look at it. I might take out most of the dirt, perhaps. We'll see what it's like. There's so much nonsense going on in chat you wouldn't believe. Also, this is just, I did these to half instead of iron bars the whole way, just for a little bit of variety. It's fairly well lit up here. I've been sleeping down there, but there's loads of people on, so that's not going to happen. So that's the next plan. I may need to light. Yeah, there's stuff happening over there. I may need to light up over there a little bit more. But that's it for the time being. Next step, mysterious floating tower. Okay, so it turns out that I've done actually quite a bit of building, and I haven't recorded very much of it, so I suddenly realised I needed to update on all the little bits and bobs that I've done since I recorded the watchtower. So, the mysterious floating tower is done. Let's go have a look at it. A very closer look. Here we are. So I haven't actually changed the shape of the build. The build? Don't talk rubbish. I haven't changed the shape of the island at all. That acacia tree was up there and everything. There's no way to get up to it. I wanted to keep it floating, so there's no ladders or anything like that. The only way up is by ender pearl, and if I want to guarantee I actually get up here, I'm going to have to go to somewhere like this, because my ender pearl skills are a bit dodgy, which is really not helping me with the stuff that I'm building at the moment. So only way up is, there we go. Now see, that worked. Why do I keep ender pearling into walls and the other bit? So you can see I dressed up the actual island a bit with some flowers. If I go south, I can't really see them from this angle. You could see them from down below. Something down there as well. Yeah, sorry, I'm looking at it and thinking if there's anything else I need to do. It's really the only building that I've done anything inside so far, but that, I think the logic behind that was that there was so little to it, I probably wasn't going to be coming back for much, so dressed it up a little, put in a bed. Yeah, there's nothing. Must have cleared out that chest, which is probably a good idea. There's light in this somehow, but I can't remember how. It's lit up around the edge, so you don't get creepers falling on you from above. And that's really all there is to it. It's not particularly special close up. It's just the floating island that makes it a little bit more interesting. Okay, so over on the desert at the front, we have some more new stuff. Ouch. So there's the castle up to our right. Just see the floating island through there and the watchtower. Over here we have the painted village, which I've literally just named it that this second. It is kind of, it got pranked a little bit. I don't know whether I think I have video of that. It's basically a Minecraft village, but instead of stone or sandstone, it's completely been done with stained clay. You will hear monsters down here because this was the area where they fought the Wither, and we had to completely re-landscape it. So there's a layer of sand, and under the layer of sand, in most places, there's a layer of cobble. I'm fairly pleased with how this came out. I kept sort of dull clays for the farms. I used, what's the word, schematics I found online. This is different. But not wildly so. Yawning again, it's disgraceful. Anyway, that's how I got the library. The roofs are, I think, a little bit different. And I replaced the glass with wood fences, just to give it a slightly less polished look. You know, feel that you're somewhere so hot that actually you don't want glass. This is not my portal, this is a portal that Insane put in before he realised I already had a portal. These are similar but not identical to... Oh, I'm getting talked to on Steam. Not identical to the standard houses. This is an exact reproduction of the blacksmith, but using 2 types of stained clay. Nothing in here, I'm afraid. This is the only... I think this is expanded by maybe 2 blocks, the church, I'm not certain. I actually copied it from another one that I did somewhere else. I think it is. I think, well, it's maybe just one. I think that row there should be would be stairs, if there were stairs. And I think it would be there. It's quite difficult to tell. It is very colourful in here. And let me just nip up to the top. I'm quite pleased with the effect of it. I've seen it from further... I'm trying not to look at the castle actually now I think about it. I've seen it from further over, and I think I actually need to take down a few of the trees. It's just a little bit too green. So I think possibly that one will come down. I'll keep that one, or else I'll take them both down, maybe put one further closer to the middle. Definitely too many along there. Not sure about that one. But yeah, there was just too much greenery, so I'm going to have to do something about that. I really like the patterned patchwork path, but there's too much stuff in the way at the moment for you to really see it properly. I enjoy the look of it. So, there's some more stuff to see, but that's over at the castle. So I'll go over there in a few minutes.